27th July 2022. Morning Murli, Shanti, BapDada, Madhupan. Sweet children, you now have to remove devilish defects and imbibe godly virtues. Claim self-sovereignty for 21 births from the Father. Question: which of the Father's acts should also be you children's acts? Answer: the Father's act is to teach everyone knowledge and yoga. You children must also perform this act. You have to purify the impure. Your business is to do spiritual service. Some children leave their bodies but then take a new bodies and carry on with this effort. Day by day, your service will continue to increase. Song: Salutations to Shiv. Shanti. It is right to play this song here because this is the praise of shivbaba, the highest on high. It is not Rudra Baba, it is shivbaba. Although it is the same whether you say shivbaba or Rudra Baba, it still sounds good to say shivbaba. You are also sitting here having adopted bodies. The Father is explaining through Brahma. Otherwise, how could shivbaba speak? He is the living being, the true, and the ocean of knowledge. Surely he would only speak knowledge. To introduce himself is also knowledge. He gives the knowledge of the beginning, the middle, and the end of creation. That is, he explains it. That is called knowledge too. To explain to someone, especially to explain about God, means to give knowledge. God introduced himself. In English, it is said, Father showed Son. The Father comes and introduces himself and gives the knowledge of the beginning, the middle, and the end of the world. The Rishis and Munis used to say that they did not know the Creator or His creation. Now that the Father has explained this, it is understood that no one else can give this knowledge. The knowledge through which human beings claim the highest status. Surely, the highest status is that of deities. You children now understand that constantly unshakable purity, peace, happiness, and prosperity are your godly birthright. You are claiming that once again. The land of happiness is a godly birthright, and the land of sorrow is a devilish birthright. Through Ravan, we became impure. Souls receive the inheritance of impurity from Ravan, and only the one Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul Ram, then purifies the impure. No one knows that Ravan is Bharat's old enemy for half the cycle. People desire the kingdom of Ram, which means that this is the kingdom of Ravan. However, they do not consider themselves to be impure. The devilish community is now changing into the community of deities. You come here in order to remove devilish defects and to imbibe godly qualities. The Father alone is the one who inspires you to imbibe godly virtues. You now understand that you have come here once again to claim your birthright of self-sovereignty for 21 births from the unlimited Father. You are sitting here in order to claim the self-sovereignty of the Sun dynasty and the Moon dynasty. You have claimed this self-sovereignty cycle after a cycle. You lose it and then you claim it again. It should remain in your intellect that you are now claiming your inheritance from the Father. The children who claim the inheritance have to remember the Father. It should enter your intellect that you are sitting face to face with the Mother and Father in order to claim the inheritance. He is speaking to us through the mouth of Brahma. Those who take Baba's lap are definitely called Brahmins. This is the sacrificial fire of knowledge, and then, whether you call it a sacrificial fire or whether you call it a school, it is the same thing. When people create a sacrificial fire, they also create a school where they study scriptures, etc. The Gita is on one side, the Vedas and scriptures are on another side, and they also study the Ramayana on another side. Those who want to listen to the Ramayana go in one direction, and those who want to listen to the Gita go in the other direction. This is the sacrificial fire of knowledge of Rudra, in which everything is to be sacrificed. It is now the end of the world, and so this is the end of all sacrificial fires. There is only one sacrificial fire of knowledge. All the other various types of sacrificial fires are material sacrificial fires. There they put barley, sesame, seeds, etc. into it. This is an unlimited sacrificial fire into which everything is sacrificed and the new creation then takes place once again. There is nothing that causes sorrow. Here, there is so much sorrow. Illnesses, etc., are increasing so much. There are various sorrows and diseases. All of this is fixed in the drama. There are as many types of sorrow as there are human beings. This is called the land of sorrow, the cottage of sorrow. People experience sorrow because this is the kingdom of Ravan. There is no Ravan in the kingdom of Ram. For half a cycle, it is the land of happiness, and for the other half, it is the land of sorrow. The incorporeal Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, is called Ram. Firstly, there is the rosary of Rudra, the rosary of incorporeal souls, and then the corporeal rosary of Vishnu is created. That is the rosary of the kingdom. They rule the kingdom number wise. You children have to understand this clearly and also explain it to others. As time passes, the knowledge will become shorter. Baba is creating methods in order for you to be able to explain in short. People will become this interested at the time of destruction. They will then understand that this is definitely that same that great Mahabharat war. Surely, God must be incorporeal. It cannot be Krishna. Only the incorporeal one is called the purifier and the bestower of salvation for all. This title cannot be given to anyone else. Baba has also explained that the pure deities will never set foot in this impure world. You ask for money from Lakshmi, but where would Lakshmi get money from? Here, Mama receives money from the father, means Brahma. There too, the father will be the companion. Here, Brahma is with Saraswati, and there too, both definitely have to be together. There has to be some sign of that. Wealth definitely comes from somewhere. This is why there is the worship of Mahalakshmi. They show her with 4 arms, but not as many legs. Ravan is shown with 10 heads, but not so many legs. So this proves that there cannot be such human beings. They are shown like that in order for explanation. When someone's husband dies, that soul is invited. But how can he come? He enters the body of a Brahmin priest. He is invoked. But customs and systems are fixed in the drama. Then what happens? That soul comes. Souls are invited for you to feed them. But here, the Father himself comes and feeds you. Children, the business of your children now is to do service. Some even make effort after having left their bodies. That is, they continue to make effort in their next birth. Your business is to change impure ones into pure ones. As you go further, you will see how service increases. Thus also happened a cycle ago. It is the same reel. You children understand that whatever happens, it happens as it did in the previous cycle. The Father also performs the same act of teaching, knowledge and yoga. The act that was performed a cycle ago, it cannot be even slightly different. This is the drama. We souls come down here from our home. We adopt human bodies and play our parts. You must remain fully the 84th birth as well as the cycle of the drama. No one else knows this. Previously, we did not understand either. You are those who understood a cycle ago and are now understanding once again. You have now understood the significance of the Creator and the beginning, the middle, and the end of His creation. It should remain in your intellect that the Father is the highest on high. He is the one who gives the inheritance. Then there are Brahma, Vishnu, and Shankar. Establishment takes place through Brahma. He is the one who then becomes the master of the land of Vishnu and sustains it. Whether you call it the land of Vishnu or the land of Lakshmi and Narayan, it is the same thing. You understand that you are claiming the inheritance of the sun and moon dynasties for 21 births from the father. The father says, children, you belong to me. I sent you to play your parts. That too is fixed in the drama. No one is told to do anything. You understand that those who make effort well will go to the land of happiness. Number wise, you remember the land of happiness. You understand that this is the land of sorrow. No one else knows about this. It is in the intellects of your children that this is the land of sorrow. You claim your inheritance from the Father, the one who establishes the land of happiness. We have become Babas while alive. When a child is adopted by a king, he understands that he belongs to the king. In the beginning, it is a Lokik relationship, and later too, it is still a Lokik relationship. Here it becomes a Lokik and then Parlokik. You understand that you belong to Ram, whereas all others belong to the clan of Ravan. They are on one side and you are on the other side. The soul understands that he has truly completed 84 births. I, the soul, shed one body and take a new one. You are inspired to make effort by the Father, the purifier, the ocean of knowledge, the bestower of salvation for all. He teaches you through Brahma. It is souls that study. A soul is filled with the sanskars of a barrister, etc. Each soul speaks through the sense organs. You make a lot of effort to become soul conscious. The Father gives advice. The time of Amrit Vela is very well known. At that time, consider yourselves to be souls and remember the Father so that the rust on your souls can be removed. You sit in remembrance of the Father. There is no other difficulty. It is as though a child is remembering his father. That is the unlimited Father. Other souls remember bodies. You souls now remember your Father. The Father says, I am the unlimited Father. So surely I have to give unlimited happiness. I also gave this a cycle ago. Bharat was definitely the master of the world. There were no enemies. You are now becoming the masters of the land of happiness. You were worthy of heaven and have now become worthy of hell. The Father has come once again to make you worthy of heaven. There is the birth of incorporeal Shiv as well as the birth of the Gita. People truly believe that when shivbaba comes, there will be the virgins of God, and so there will also be the birth of the Gita. The Gita is created from what we spoke when he came. You children know what Ravan is. This kingdom of Ravan is now to be destroyed. Death is standing ahead. This world was transformed a cycle ago as well. Everything is explained so clearly. It takes effort. While living in your household, you have to be as pure as a lotus flower and take this course at the same time. Ask the teacher, this course is very easy. Stay in your households, remember me, and understand the beginning, the middle, and the end of creation. A few who listen for 7 days emerge. Feel the pulse of every person. It is seen that some have deep love. They are desperate to listen to Baba's knowledge personally, and you can tell this from their faces and their vibrations. Because their pulse is not felt properly, many good ones leave. They say, what can we do? We don't have time for 7 days. Some say, grant us a vision. Firstly, tell them to come and understand. Ask them, whom have you come to? What relationship do you have with the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul? You two are Brahma Kumaris and Kumaris. You are the grandchildren of Shiv. So, you are the children of Brahma. The Father is the creator of heaven. So, he must give the inheritance. He must teach Raj Yoga. You must explain to them and then make them write it down. Some understand very well within a day. Many clever ones who are to gallop ahead will emerge. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, BapDada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children. The spiritual children says Namaste and good morning to the spiritual father. Essence for the dharana. First point, awaken at Amrit Vela and remember the Father with a lot of love and make effort to be soul conscious. Remove the worst of vices with the power of remembrance. Second point, live in your household and take the course to become like a lotus flower. Feel each one's pulse and see their keenness before you give them knowledge. Blessing. May you be Master merciful and as well as being a teacher, also have forgiveness with the feeling of being merciful. Explanation. In order to receive everyone's blessings, along with being a teacher, also be Master merciful. Be merciful with forgiveness, and this forgiveness will become like giving a teaching to that one. You mustn't just become a teacher, but you must also forgive. Only by using the sanskars will you be able to give blessings to everyone. Make the sanskars of giving blessings firm from now, and people will then continue to take blessings from your non-living images. For this, while moving along, take every step according to Srimad and make your account of blessings full. Slogan. Maya cannot come to those whose aprons are filled with God's blessings. Om Shanti